Hello everyone and welcome back to the Titus Frost YouTube channel. Tonight I'm just at a POCCA Cape Cod event and I'm here filming it live. We have live music and this is basically like a fundraiser / event for all the people that have helped out for the past year for POCCA Cape Cod, which is Protect Our Cape Cod Aquifer. And this is also about saving the bees and things from the various different pesticides and herbicides that are being sprayed on Cape Cod and around the country. So, hope you all enjoy. It's not going to be a lot of truthy stuff. It's just sort of me hanging out with a bunch of different people. So. If you all have any questions, I will be answering questions and stuff in the live stream if you can hear me. Yeah, this is at, what's the name of this place? I don't know. It's some small vineyard on Cape Cod in North Truro, where Cape Cod's almost about a mile apart. Hi, Teresa Brown. Yep, basically, bar night for POCCA Cape Cod, which is Protect Our Cape Cod Aquifer. Nice to see you here, Barry White. Welcome along for the ride. In fact, I'm going to go grab another glass of wine. Truro wine. I don't know if you can read it, but hold on a second. Sorry, I'll have to pay in cash. Better light. Nice. Sorry, all, but I wanted to get a glass of wine. Here you go. Truro Vineyard's wine, red wine. I don't know what kind it is. It's red. My wine knowledge is it's either red or it's white. So if y'all want to join something like this, just come down to Truro Vineyards, Cape Cod, support POCCA Cape Cod, and save our bees and all those types of things. What up, Rice Ball? I hope it's not too dark for y'all to see, but some people you've seen before on my channel. I don't know if you recognize any of them. All from the March Against Monsanto videos up in Boston. You have Kyle right there and Laura. It's good people. No, I didn't to see that. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say there with the Saudi Arabia thing. Yeah, I told them that I would live stream a little bit from here so people could get the atmosphere to help promote it. So that's why I'm live streaming. I came out here to film some interviews, which I've already filmed, and now I'm just trying to help promote it by live streaming. So I've already been here for quite some time enjoying myself, don't worry. This is just a nice little event for all the people that come out and support, you know, things like POCCA Cape Cod and March Against Monsanto and the other environment protection things that we need to do, because the powers that shouldn't be don't give a shit about the environment. So we're going to do it ourselves, and this is a little reward thing for that. So, you know, please come out in the next year and support these initiatives. And then next year, we're doing this little party. It'll be twice as big, and y'all will be here. And you guys should do this type of thing in your own neighborhoods. You know, start these initiatives, get together, you know, meet people, you know, have fun. Not everything has to be doom and gloom in the truther community. Sometimes you can get out and just have fun and meet people. So. We'll go see some people. Hey Kyle, you're on live. Nice to see you again, buddy. How you doing? Want to say hi to the audience? Yeah. If you remember Kyle, he was at March Against Monsanto, and he was there with me when we confronted, was it Jill Stein, right? Yeah, that's right. He was the one ripping into her in the background. It was great stuff. This is Laura Kelly. So all of you know her from the POCCA Cape Cod interviews.
Protect your drinking water wherever you live. It's up to you.
Yep. Your name, sir?
David. All
right, yeah, nice to meet you, sir. You're on live right now with my channel.
I am live,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, we're on live, yeah.
We're in Truro. Where are you guys?
Yeah, I know, right?
Here. It's a beautiful summer night on Cape Cod. What are you doing?
I had someone from Australia said they wish they were here, so
nice.
There you go. Oh, yeah. It's a little group, but next year will be twice as big. So these are the people I know here. So anyways, just to spit some truth at y'all while I'm sitting here. So earlier I did the live stream about the whole Cornell connection with like Courtney Love and all that. And I was talking to someone here and they're like, dude, if you were anyone else, I'd call you crazy, but you make a lot of good points. And he really does. Like, I was rocking out to Cornell all the way here to like his old Audio Slave albums and stuff. And it's just sad that like the guy was clearly murdered. His wife benefited from it. She's friends with Courtney Love. And Courtney Love is in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book. mean, what are the coincidences of all that? Like, and supposedly Chester Bennington gave Chris Cornell a blacklist of pedophiles that, you know, we're all connected to all this stuff, and possibly Courtney Love was in that list. Is it the same list that was Epstein's list? Who knows? I mean, Courtney Love is in that list, and Epstein is a convicted pedophile, known child trafficker, and she's right in his little black, you know, book list. So, if y'all haven't seen Soaked in Bleach yet, definitely go check that out. That's the documentary documenting how, you know, Courtney Love might have been connected to the murder of Kurt Cobain, which is very similar to what happened to Chris Cornell. It's like the more you dig, the more connections you find to all this stuff. And I just think there's probably even more that I'm not even finding. So. And I saw earlier today, I saw a video by Victorus Libertas or whatever it is. And they interviewed FBI Anon, and then they like read out the interview because he doesn't do like audio interviews, obviously. And he was saying stuff like the U.S. is going to be in civil war in the next 2 months and stuff like that. And there's no way, because the average American wouldn't do shit that, like, anything. Like, they won't even get off their couch. They're not going to civil war against each other. Like, maybe a few hundred people in the streets are, but not your average day American. I mean, unless civil war is going to be them fighting each other on Call of Duty online, they're not going to go to civil war, because any inconvenience to them, and that'll be the end of the war right then and there. You know, when power gets shut off or something, they'll be like, oh, I'm done with this shit. Your average American is so lazy, they would never, ever go to war against another American. They're just too lazy, period. All this divide and conquer stuff is nonsense. It's just for more police state, more New World Order, militarized police. That's all it is. It's obvious. They're going to take away your freedom of speech and bring in a militarized police state because y'all can't stop fighting each other. Yeah. The whole thing, like, just go look up the documentary Soaked in Bleach with Kurt Cobain. It's obvious he was murdered by his wife. And maybe other people. I mean, she was definitely involved with it. She didn't do it, obviously. She just ordered the hit. Like, you know. But still. She stood the gain the most from it. So did Vicky Cornell and the murder of Chris Cornell. And I'm still waiting for the autopsy report for Chester Bennington. Even though it says on his death certificate the autopsy report was already done and filed, yet no autopsy report has surfaced. So. Feel free to send me any tips and things like that you guys do. Please do some digging. All these Hollywood types are all connected together. You know, when you look at the funeral photos and stuff of that for Chris Cornell, you can see them all standing around. Like Courtney Love is there at his funeral with a lollipop in her mouth, like, you know, calling us all suckers, you know. So. No, I like the Victorus Libertas channel. I'm just saying that the FBI Anon guy saying we're going to be in civil war in 2 months, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. There's no civil war coming. The same people saying there's civil war on the horizon are the same people be saying that we're in a race war for the past 10 years. People like Alex Jones. Like, seriously, you can't get your average American off the couch to do anything. How are you going to get them to go to war against another American? I mean, you can't get them to even protest anything. They don't care at all about anything, so... What's up, Run to Christ? Yeah, I don't know what's up with Jimi Hendrix, but I do know that he was part of the 27 Club, right? So there's lots of speculation about all those guys. I will say that Jimi Hendrix is probably the best guitarist of all time. Yeah, well, if you pay them, maybe they'll get up and do something, but that's about the only way you'll get them to do anything. Because money is their god at this point.
What string was it? G-string. Lost our G-string. Lost our last G-string. I might have an extra one.
Yeah, so I'm going to probably end the live stream soon. I just wanted to give y'all a little taste of what was going on here and let y'all see what was up, and maybe next year entice y'all to come here. You know, there's lots of cool people here, so next year, give it a whirl. You know, this is basically a whole bunch of people that just care about the environment, that don't want to eat pesticides and herbicides, that don't want their drinking water polluted, that come together in Cape Cod to help raise awareness, to bring, you know, state legislation forward to protect these towns. So these are, you know, the good Americans bring forward the fight that aren't politically aligned, either left or right. They're all independent, you know, voluntariness type people. So they're good communities all around. You can create your own. Just follow what we did here, and then you can have this type of thing going on.
Some bug spray, mister?
Yeah.
It's all natural. Lemongrass, bug spray. And it's got tea tree oil in it. We're totally going to be eaten by mosquitoes because we're in a winery right now.
Yeah, no.
I'm walking around with a bug spray.
I'm getting, yeah, you can get me. I'm getting killed.
How are you? You're here. You help
Yeah.
yourself. To your
Thank
support. I can hold this up.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hey.
Talk to the audience.
Hi, audience. How are you? Having a good time? Check this out. I love this band. They're called the Community Creatures. And they've been talking and singing. They've been singing about water. I love it. I asked them, so you guys have any songs about politics? You got any songs about water? They said, yeah. That's what we're listening to. Anyway, have fun. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, the live stream got hijacked. I would have interviewed the guy who asked about the hacking of Comet Ping Pong. I would have interviewed him on the phone before. We were just in contact on Twitter on DM, so I actually got some of the things wrong about that whole situation when I first reported it, just because I was going on, you know, Twitter DMs and trying to piece it all together, and I had a conversation which I have notes and stuff like that from, where we talked for like an hour about what took place and all that, and that, like, obviously he did that to correct me on some things I had gotten wrong, so I should have done that like right away. I just didn't have his phone number, so I should have like done the phone interview before I reported on it, so I didn't make any mistakes in the reporting. Other than that, I wouldn't change a single thing I did about the information about the hack of Comet Ping Pong. I've done everything that I can do to bring that forward to people, to get something done about this case. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Like, the police reports have been filed. I'm just a journalist who was reported to. I wasn't the one who broke in there. And, the guy walked, you can't download that stuff. So, like, he called the police on the phone with them. He went through it. They saw it on the phone. And then he sent them the email confirming it all, sending them all the data again by email. And at that point, it's up to the police. Like, I'm sorry, there's nothing else we can do. Like, if we do anything else beyond that, if we copy the data and put it online, then we get thrown in jail. Like, I'll get thrown in jail for that. So will the hacker. So there's nothing else we can do. Like, the way the system's set up, you have to report it to the police, and then it's up to them to do something with it. So that's that. Nothing else I can do. If you have questions, go contact the police. That's why I gave you the detective's name who has the information. It's Detective Marcus Stevens at the DCMPD. Just call him and ask him what the hell happened. There's nothing else I can do. People have gone in there, into the station, and asked for them, and they won't answer. So I don't know what to tell you. Call them, tweet about it, share the information, raise awareness. Eventually enough people get pissed off and they'll have to answer for it. Other than that, I don't know what to do.
So, I wanted to chat about politics.
Yeah, I know the cops aren't going to do a damn thing, but what else are we going to do? I'm not going to jail. So if we post that stuff online that was found, we go to jail. Understand that.
I have been educating the towns how they can write documents. It's a timing thing. It's to which departments. And so I've been really just kind of, getting to do this for a good 3 years now. And as most of you know, I've found a local lawyer to represent the towns. And
cheer people.
I really want a lot of energy on Thursday in a week, 10 a.m. in the morning. We are on the agenda. Get this name, you ready? The Massachusetts Pesticide Advisory Board. Yay! It's a really big deal. Okay, so there's 13 members of this board. And, between you and me, some of them you can tell are dripping of Monsanto's money. And this is what we're up against, We went in February. They meet 4 times a year, so once every 3 months. We just went in June, and we get to go back in a week. And guess what's on the moratorium? I have got the towns to ask the lawyer to request a moratorium to stop halt spraying in 2017 only. 13 towns were on the YOP, the yearly operational plan, to be sprayed starting in September. And so, it's interesting from my
Thank you for the kind comment.
to work on their level, because they don't know what's going on down here, and I certainly don't know what the hell's going on up there, okay? So this is my 3rd time getting there. And we've been playing around with the eco-toxicology. Remember last year I went into the year research and found the top eco-toxicologist in the country who said, yes, we've got to protect Cape Cod, and got 36 applicants, now we're down to 6. We got a first choice, yes, Dr. John Stark from Washington State.
Well, I'm in Cape Cod, so there's no hurricane here.
And he'll answer the phone for me on Saturday morning. I'm so grateful. We just put that aside. I put that in a box a month ago. And said, all they keep saying is, Laura, our hands are tied because the EPA allows these chemicals. And I'm saying, but it's not. I'm not saying this is illegal. I'm saying
the bees in Texas are in danger of the same things that the bees in Massachusetts are in danger of, which is herbicides, pesticides, and pollution of their environment and GMOs.
I'm reading the written regulations. I am playing around with my common sense brain, saying, there's one of these regulations that says you can't spray 50
Lizzie, I believe all of the journalists that have covered up for Pizzagate are culpable and basically liable against all of the people that have tried to bring awareness to that situation. It's not only despicable, it's unbelievable.
Think about it. So, last time I checked, gravity goes that way, not that way. Their regulations are for horizontal, not vertical. Good. Right? I know this is my common sense brain, it's hilarious in my head. So we're playing with hydrology. Did you guys know there's 6 lenses on Cape Cod? That's where your water comes from. What's a lens? Lenses look like a lens, like they're like lensy looking, right? And so, yeah, the water is kind of like this. And we have wells, whether public or private, that tap into these lenses. Some of the towns, like here on this end of the Cape, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lenses, and then 5, 6. So you can see, like, neighboring towns over here. One's kind
Great
of
comment, Run to Christ.
clean. Let's just use the word toxic. Neighboring. It's the same lens. You guys are all drinking the same crap. Okay? Difference. How deep are your lenses? I think that should be my next t-shirt. How deep is your lens? How deep is your lens? Do you even know where your water comes from? Because up here, it's like right there. Sandwich, it's up to 80 feet, 85 feet deep.
Tell you what, this all-natural bug spray is actually working. I'm not covered in mosquitoes anymore.
And that's okay because it's up this way, but then it's also deep that way. So you'll 111 feet before it got to drinkable water. Fascinating. Who knew? Who knew I would ever need to know? I'm a gardener. Anyway. Hydrology.
Yeah, Run to Christ. I'm not joking. I was getting eaten alive. Like they were biting the hand I was holding during interviews and stuff to hold the camera.
It's there.
I don't know. I'll put the link in the description box when I get home.
Oh, okay. Got it. Sandwich.
Yay, I love that.
Can you believe the common sense in this?
Wow, I like it.
So we're taking that to Boston next week.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been to Scotland and been bit by those damn things.
Can you believe it? I know. This English language is fascinating to me. I know, in my world, if you don't, a lie's a lie, but if you don't tell the truth, that means...
Scotland's actually like one of my favorite places I've been. It's like really cool. Edinburgh Castle is like really cool, except the only thing I'll say is once you get up there, I can only understand like what 50% of the people are saying. It's English, but it's Scottish English.
Pretty quick after that because we got 2 possible directions things are gonna happen that day, or they're not. Right? These 13 people, hilarious, right? So when I was there 3 months ago, I'm like, oh gosh, we gotta ask them for a moratorium. Okay, we did. I wrote Jessica, who was the counselor for this particular panel, and I said, wait, can this board even grant a moratorium? And she wrote back and she says, I don't know. And I was like, cut it out. How do you not know?
One of the cool things I did there is I did a tour of the catacombs under Scotland, like the old places, like way under the city. It was crazy. Crazy. One of the craziest things I've ever done. Well, not craziest things, but it was cool.
If they do not grant this moratorium, guess what? I mean, I'll be like, okay, thank you, happy day. My follow-up that day, I'm going to have the lawyer say, will be, then give us, you're going to like this, and then give us violation forms, because they have been violating their own written regulations down here, right? We want to write this down, we want to get this on record, and we want the MDR to acknowledge it, because we've done this for years, and they just don't know, I call it they throw it under the carpet. Have the thing. We don't know what happens to stuff. So this is a panel where I get to say, guess what happened 3 years ago? And 4 years ago. And last year. It's really fat. I feel like a tattletale. I really do. Like, guess what? It was 20-mile-an-hour winds that day.
Yeah, that's really sad, Katrina, because the thing about bees is like they go around and they get all the pollen from all the plants in the area. So if you eat honey from like a local area, it helps it with your allergies really, because the honey is made from all the different plants and different pollen in your area. So if you eat the honey from bees in your local area, then that honey transfers all the immunities to you and can help with your allergies. So it's really important to have bees locally. You might even want to try to start your own little hive in your own backyard. All you need is a bunch of flowers and a hive. It's real easy to do.
We'll be going to civil court. Can you believe it? I mean, this is where we're headed. Okay, so we went to Superior Court 3 years ago. That's Barnstable County.
It's terrible to hear, Lizzie.
5 different abutters, and the judge gave them to them. They said, oh, yeah, you're exempt from herbicidal application.
Well, the hives are under attack everywhere across the planet that uses GMOs, herbicides, and pesticides. They're literally killing the bees.
Exercise that muscle again. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so
And once the bees die, we all die. It's a pretty simple thing. So the fight against GMOs is like one of the most important things, which is why I'm here. And keeping our drinking water clean is also very important, which is the other reason I'm here, because my whole family drinks all this drinking
The
water.
Attorney General, Amzar, Eversource, you're in a room with us, you know, with a third-party judge, finally! Oh my gosh. So and that's going to happen in 2 weeks, right after next week. If next week doesn't go, then that... So all of a sudden, it's like, when is that? That's like almost October.
You're very welcome, Katrina. It's my pleasure.
You see where we're working. You see, like, the forces. Finally, we've got teams, we've got everything lined up. We're on these boards. We're working with these panels to educate them because they don't even know what's going on down here. We need funding. We need to keep this.
YouTube is telling me this live stream is only being viewed by 27 people, but I know like 4 or 5 of the people in here, and I have, what, 27,000 subscribers? I'm calling bluff on that one. Guaranteed there's more than 27 people watching this right now.
Just to fill out paperwork. Okay, I don't mean the lawyer saying there were 19 pages, because he'll do that for us. I mean, when you hand
I don't know. I know a bunch of people down in Houston. They're not doing too well down there. One of my friends who lives in like the Woodlands area of Houston is like worried about the flood because the levee broke and it's like heading towards him. Where my fiance like grew up, her high school is now a shelter, which is like right down the street from her like parents' house. So you can imagine it's not good down there right now. So obviously hashtag Hands on Houston. If y'all can please go to Brian Richmond's Twitter or other things like that. I'll put a link in the description again, but if you can go, he's doing like a fidget spinner thing, so if you give him like $1, you might win his fidget spinner, which I don't know what the hell those things are. I don't have any fidget spinners, but whatever, anything to help. So
how can I not get to our drinking water? So I'm just asking for something.
Chris Simpson is in the house. What's up, dude?
That money thing is killing me. So, one last
yeah, if you haven't seen the work done by Chris Simpson lately on all the stuff going on with Washerman Schultz and all that, definitely go check it out.
This year for 2017, we have asked the towns to say they are an aggrieved party to be a part of an adjudicatory hearing. Just going to throw these words out.
Dude, you're super welcome, Chris.
And last year we were not granted to be an aggrieved party because we weren't sick. You guys hear that one? So we actually have to be sick in order to be called an aggrieved party in order for the regulations to change. Laura, you prove it's in that well directly connected to Eversource. You prove that you are sick due to Eversource thing. Can you believe the audacity? So I'm like, excuse me, but that's not why I'm here. I want to wait till I get sick. And then I turn around and say, will you be held accountable? It's absolutely not. So, all right, well, we have a problem then. Call back. Question?
What's that white powder they spray on their trees and shrubs around the power lines? Do you know anything about that? It's a white powder that kills the trees.
When did that happen?
That happened about 10 years ago when my sister was diagnosed with lung cancer that lived right next to the power lines. And I went out and it was right next door to the power line and all the trees were covered in a white powder. And then a few weeks later they were all dead, all the white flames.
I'm not familiar with exactly what was used that day. I started this mission 7 years ago. They're using a liquid form, actually a petroleum-based surfactant. That's right, it can stick to the plants, don't worry. And I say, you know, the regulation is 10 miles an hour and 3 miles an hour, and now it's blowing 15. Oh, don't worry. We actually make a thicker surfactant so they'll stick better. Wow. And these answers are not making me feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to be able to sleep better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely say to everyone, Chris Simpson has been killing it lately. I've been watching every one of his videos, and I highly recommend his channel. And dude, if you ever want to do an interview with me or join Spitting Truth with Titus, the door's always open. I really appreciate all the work you've been doing. So keep doing it, and I've been watching and sharing.
The high qualifications are excellent right now. You know, the longer your name is, all these letters after it, before it. That'd be great. I'll connect with you after, if you don't mind. Do you know people? I mean, is this what you're saying? Is there a question? Okay. So, in closure, October 13th means the day that we get.
And as always, another one of the people in here tonight I really appreciate is Run to Christ. He's been killing it for years. I've been, I don't know years, but a really long time. Really good YouTube channel.
And so instead of an individual person like a mom and a daughter doing it per town, I have towns saying they are.
All right, Chris, for sure, dude.
And last year the state said no, you're not. And so this year we're trying it again because this is the only way we can go. We're playing in the airport, let's say. And so we're just going to find out what our fate is, right? How scary is this stuff? So, like I said, I'm lined up, I'm in the right courts, I'm working with the right people, the right time, and we're going to see how things unfold. And the best thing to do is stay in touch, keep to. POCCA's website is brand new, up at like any minute, like yesterday, today, tomorrow, I don't know. We're really trying to simplify, we're trying to connect with our community better, and not be so like all over the place for the last one. So hopefully you guys will like it, and we'll have action things that we can do with, you know, like example letters, where to send it. This easy. Take 5 minutes of your time, and it can absolutely make a difference. So I really hope we all get involved because, I mean, it's our water. I kind of feel selfish. The more I do this, I'm like, but it's mine. My water. You guys aren't allowed on this land. Get out of here. You know, I kind of think about, what are you doing here? You're not even telling us. And then they won't be held accountable. When we are sick, we have no place to go. It is right now, it's up to the selectmen to give us drinkable water. The town of Easttown, we do know that exercise, right?
It's just so funny, 20 viewers.
Water and the selectmen pay for it, millions of dollars. And to think that the state will.
When YouTube is dead like MySpace, and they go back and they wonder why, it's because they manipulate view counts and stuff like that. I mean, look at this, 20 viewers. Please. I guarantee there's more than 20 people in here right now.
Thanks for bugging out here with us with these bugs. You find the bug spray. It is better. Give me some tips. Go to the POCCA website, POCCA Cape Cod Aquifer. Join the
Yeah, this is the local POCCA organizer leader. She did the lecture about the bees. She was at March Against Monsanto, and I also did a lecture, like interview with her on the water stuff. There's not many local organizations, so I've been trying to connect with this one, and she just happens to be the lead organizer for it. It's like the only environmental group on Cape Cod that's fighting GMOs, and I've been protesting GMOs for years in March Against Monsanto, so that's my interest. Anyways, the talks are all over, so I'm just going to go chill with people and have fun for a bit and then head home. So hope you all have a wonderful night. Remember to join up on Patreon or Steam it. And Steam it, you can join, and it's not only free, you actually make money yourself, and you can ask me any questions for the Spitting Truth with Titus show, which will be Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is +5 Greenwich Mean Time, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. God bless you all. Thank you to the awesome people in the chat tonight. Definitely check out Run to Christ channel and Chris Simpson's channel. And peace. I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Also, for those who've been here for a while, I've noticed that CJ